There was something not lined up correctly on Chris's rear brakes. I don't know if you can see that, but that is not right.
And yet we capped the day off with a beautiful motorcycle ride through a wildlife refuge. We found a future campsite that we're going to move to in a couple days.
And Bill is not invited back anymore. We found that out.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just doing a final walk around, double checking everything.
We made it here to Lake Pleasant.
Yes.
Lake Pleasant, Arizona, and it's actually a very pleasant lake. It's very nice. Last night, that's another story, but
All right,
that's all.
let's talk about last night. Richard wouldn't have a clue because he slept with earplugs. However,
I did. I put earplugs in and was oblivious to all of this.
let me tell you what the night was. Not next to us, right next to us, but one more over, decided to have invite all of their friends and have a fantastic loud party with generator, with music, with drinking, and then Bill and somebody else decided to get into dispute. The reason I know it was Bill because his name was shouted an awful lot throughout the evening, and
Bill is not invited back anymore. We found that out.
Yeah, we heard that. No, you didn't. I heard that.
Oh, you heard that.
Yeah, so Bill's not invited back, and this was about 1 o'clock in the morning, and they've got a notice here that 10 o'clock is quiet time. Well, they totally disregarded that, and then the people over here decided to start shouting at the people over here to be quiet,
telling Bill to be quiet.
So that calmed down. 4 o'clock in the morning, I hear rustling, and I'm out in front of our front door, and I'm thinking, oh no, I did it again. I left some food out, thinking we were in a more civilized area. So I get my little flashlight, and I come out here, I zip open the door, and I shine the flashlight, and there is a skunk in our front patio, enclosed patio. And he's rustling around.
Again, she screams,
I did.
"Oh, Rich!" I don't hear a thing.
No, wait a second. I scream. I go, "Ah, Richard!" And then I jump on the chair inside the tent. So the skunk is out here. The doornet flap is now open. I'm standing on the chair thinking the skunk is going to come into our tent any second now. And Richard is like in a coma.
I'm out.
So,
Earplugs.
yeah, they work really well. I'm
like this.
I'm using
La
them.
la la la.
I'm using them tonight because so
You want to be oblivious to everything.
yes, I do. So here's what we did. We left. We have our trash, and we have our trash bag, and we left it out.
I forgot to put it up.
We forgot to
take
put
it
it
to the
up.
bin that's conveniently located right over here.
Yes, and we finished off the fried chicken last night for dinner, and obviously the skunk thought, hey, fried chicken for dinner.
And we forgot to tell you that we made it here. Why was that?
Well, we were tired.
Well, we were tired because the wind from the previous place we were in Parker gave us zero sleep. So everything is solid. Everything is solid. It's just nerve-wracking. So we came here and we chose this lake because on the internet it said there was hot showers, flushing toilets with water flushing toilets. Great thing to stay here like 4 days. It's $15 a day. Got a lake we can go play in if we want. It's all good. But when we got here,
this is what we found out. Then give me the skinny.
Well,
in
you're gonna
abbreviated terms. I'm gonna what?
You're gonna be disappointed.
What?
Because the primitive camp, we got the last site.
Okay.
But the primitive sites don't have access to the showers or the laundry.
Seriously?
I said, really? So what if I was to just go over there? And he just looked at me. I was like, I just need a shower. Huh. You know, I said, what about, how much is it for to have that access? He says, well, I have one site available for one night and it's $22. Wrong? So what we did is we just went and took a shower.
What we found out was all of our dreams and hopes were shattered, and Chris went into a major depression for a brief period of time. Yeah. But I quickly overcame that.
But they weren't totally shattered.
Cool. Dave invited us to take a shower.
Yeah. So we were invited by Dave to take a shower. That sounds really bad. That's why I repeated it, because I was like, that sounds bad. Okay. that okay. Dave invited us over to take a shower.
We didn't take a shower at Dave's
wink,
house.
wink, nudge, nudge. Know what I mean? Know what I mean?
we did not take a shower at Dave's.
Oh,
camper.
No. So far, it's all good.
Would I recommend the primitive dirt camping? No, because you're basically paying to boondock. Well, you're basically paying to be camping on BLM land. You might as well go find some place for free.
And literally outside of this park is all BLM land. But we wanted to be by the water. We thought it would be cool to be by the water and laundry.
Today is domestic chore day. We have to go into town. We're out of food, we're out of clothes, we need water. So today is all about survival skills, but just know that we're doing some of my really favorite things, which is laundry, grocery shopping, and finding water. Do we need to divide that?
What are you thinking?
We could divide that up. That's a lot of laundry. This could be a while.
It's only been 10 minutes, baby.
Laundry day. So much easier when it's at a campground. Nothing like doing some bike repair out in the parking lot of a laundromat.
Yeah.
I guess it's a good thing we were kind of bored waiting for our laundry to get done. We were kind of looking over the motorcycles. Actually, Richard was looking over the motorcycles. He was bored.
I'm getting ready to bring Chris's bike into service, so I thought I'd take a look at the brakes and just look at the brake pads, just see how thick the brake pads are, just to kind of get an idea of what the dealership's going to tell us. And when I did that, I noticed there was something not lined up correctly on Chris's rear brakes. So let me show you. Now, if you can see that, but that is not right. I want to pull the brake pads loose and see why it's hanging up in there. So you can see where it was the metal to metal, and now I want to pull the caliper down and see if the brake pad didn't get aligned in there correctly or something. Now straight up. There you go. So see, that was hitting right there. So here you can see this. Here's the brake pads. All right, they're both kind of loose, and it was scraping right there. Here you can look at this. So what we did is we're going to put a spacer between this mount and this mount here that holds the caliper, that will push this away from the back side of this. Okay, so try screwing that in again. There you go. Now you can see I have a gap there now.
I just wanted to say real quick, this is the way we love to go grocery shopping. When the base camp is already set up and the bikes are unloaded and we can get what we want and we don't have to like shove it into every nook and cranny. We've got lots of space just to throw the groceries on the motorcycles and head back to camp.
Yep.
This is how you don't want to travel with your ice.
Yes, you don't want to break your ice open. It's such a pain.
We accidentally broke the bag of ice,
Yes.
and now it makes it really hard to find anything.
This is just water, not oil. Just so you know.
Here's our another laundry list item of things that we needed to do today. Get gas. Oh, okay. We're gonna make a quick detour. Part of the fun of motorcycle riding. We want to go check out a potential campsite when we move on Monday called Boxbar.
Boxbar Recreation Area.
Yeah, by Cave Creek, and
It's north of Scottsdale.
Yeah, we just want to go see what it's like while we're on the bikes without the trailer fully loaded, because we're not for sure if it's dirt, and if it is, what kind of dirt. It's easier to explore this way. Huh.
Yeah. I think that's the river right down there. Yeah, there's a river right there, maybe.
We are going to cook something,
Yes.
cook some dinner. We're gonna
steaks and asparagus.
asparagus.
For dinner. We haven't done that for a while.
No, we
Sounds
haven't.
really good.
Yeah.
We've been doing all these trying all these exotic things with the cast iron, and we're like, let's just do something simple like steak and a vegetable. So that's what we're doing.
That's it.
Try different names. It's time to eat.
Bon appetit.
However, Ruby is withstanding the wind pretty darn good this time around. Certainly better than the tents over there.
So I thought I'd share that we put our screened-in porch up, but we put this up. Even though it's a screen, it still deflects the wind.
Yes.
And I think with the screen, what we're learning with the screen-in porch, I could stake this out a little more, and it would hold all of the tent tight. Stake out the tent if it's really windy. But if it's a breeze, 20 mile an hour, because that's what it is in Arizona, 20 mile an hour is a breeze. It's not windy.
I'm discovering that.
Yeah, it's just a breeze. put the screen up, and it even deflects the wind up over the top, so it's nice.
Yep.
What we learned also is that the compromise with this compared to the big the Taj Mahal tent.
Yes.
Here you have to, oh hey, excuse me, gotta move in.
Yes.
It's smaller space that way, but sitting down is as comfortable, if not more comfortable.
Yes. This is more comfortable, definitely, but the area you have to move around in is a little bit more
tighter.
compact.
Yeah.
And so you do have to make sure, you do have to be polite, and you wait for the other person to finish doing what they're doing, and
But
kind
the
of.
best thing is there's a king size bed and I can snuggle.
He left me. I think he went inside because it's warmer.
That's cold, the wind is cold.
We stayed in camp today.
All day.
Just because it's chilly.
And it's windy
And
too.
unfortunately, the wind is coming in this direction today. Before that, it was going in that direction.
way.
So we just noticed what happened to our pan.
Oh my gosh.
I think you could sign your name. Go ahead. Clean me. Aw, I love you. I love you too, baby. But everything is just.
I know. That's our superpower. Our superpower is turning ice to water. It is 9/11. It's an emergency.
9/11. Hey, we'll remember that.
Yeah.
So
9/11.
real quickly, here's what has to happen with Ruby, in that we have to kind of get everything out of her so that we can get the stuff on the bikes, and then the rest of the stuff packed inside of her, and then we can collapse her. So it's kind of like a 3-part series is what it is. So 9/11. Okay, I'm wasting time.
Yeah.
We'll see
It's
ya.
36 seconds wasted. 9:49.
9:49. Ruby is emptied. The bikes are loaded. Now we just need to tear her down. Okay, we're going to take a tad bit of a commercial break here because it's taking forever to get the spikes out of this really hard ground, and then we have to straighten them. So let's see how long that takes before we actually get back into what really should be happening.
Every
is
single one is bent.
taking Ruby down. We've discovered that Arizona dirt is like concrete.
How long did that take?
I don't know. What time is it?
49, so 13 minutes to pull out 4 or 5 spikes. Jeez.
Now it's time to take Ruby down.
Yeah.
So what time
And
is
we
it?
bent, and look,
You
we
bent?
bent every single one of them in
Yeah.
this Arizona caliche.
Yeah. So
So it took us an hour to do everything.
It's 10:18. Ruby is down. It doesn't take long to collapse her. It's everything else. It's all the little nooks and crannies and little stuff.
It's an hour, and it used to take us 2 hours.
Yes.
So we cut an hour off of setup.
Yes. So we're gonna
Take
just
that.
do a quick attach Ruby to the motorcycle, and we're out of here.